What is up, gang? Thank you so much for checking out Sledgehammer TV today. It is Friday, March the 9th, 2018, and more importantly is tomorrow, Saturday night, March the 10th, 2018, at the NYC Arena in Jamaica Queens. We are heading on down to see House of Glory's Kicking It Old School, and we're going to talk about it right here and right now on the newest, fastest rising podcast in all of YouTube, baby, the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show. Let's do it.
Sledgehammer Wrestling Show.
All right, wrestling fans, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Nick Nightmare. Along with me, as always, is my trusty companion, my loyal tag team partner, and the World Heavyweight Champion of Microphones, Blue the Snowball, and as always, the Wrestling God of Thunder, Thor the Sledgehammer, and we are here to bring the hammer down in a completely different way. We are not here in anger today, ladies and gentlemen. This is swinging with excitement today because tomorrow we are heading down to the NYC, my favorite arena, my favorite venue that House of Glory attends, also known as Club Amazura. And it is going to be one of the craziest nights I'm ever going to have at House of Glory. And pretty much, not just because we're going to have a great card, because we always have a fucking great card. This is House of Glory. This ain't no raggy-dag, rinky-dink operation over here. We call ourselves House of Glory for a reason. These guys are top-notch independent talents, and we get some of the biggest names in all of professional wrestling to come through, and we are going to have one of the biggest gatherings of legends that I have ever been a part of. It seems almost like a convention. You know, when you go to a convention and there's just like people everywhere you look, the list of legends attending this particular event, whether or not they're your cup of tea, doesn't matter, because they are legends in the business for one reason or the other. I cannot wait to meet Mean Gene Okerlund. The fact that Mean Gene himself, the greatest WWE backstage interviewer of all time, I can't even put it into words. He's just an absolutely amazing piece of my wrestling history, my wrestling childhood. And to stand shoulder to shoulder with him, and I'm getting that picture, it's going to be absolutely great. Hopefully I can get him to say, "Holy balls," for me. Or "Put that cigarette out." Or, you know, we'll get him to maybe say one of his little catchphrases. I would really, really love to get him to do an intro for this show. Could you imagine an intro for Sledgehammer TV's Sledgehammer Wrestling Show done in the voice of Mean Gene? Oh, God, if there is one, please answer my prayers. They don't usually let me talk to the guys. That's why I don't get a lot of footage to bring to you guys here. Video footage, that is, but I will get that picture, and I can't wait. Also on this night, we will be able to meet Hardcore Holly. You will be able to meet ECW champion The Sandman, Juventud Guerrera, and Super Crazy, two of the biggest luchadors of all time, the entire crew from LAX, the entire crew of House of Glory, and so much more. So worth your money. Tickets start at $20. If you got nothing to do tomorrow night, you're in New York City and you live here, get your ass to this show. It's going to be the best $20 you ever spent just getting in the door. And then once you're in, you can grab a beer at the bar, you can grab some hot dogs or something if you want at the other side, or you could just sit and come hang out with me, because I am going to be there front row once again, baby, as usual. And make sure you come and say hello. You want to take a picture, give us a shout out, we'll put you right here on the show. We will let everybody know, hey, check out this guy, he came to see me, he's a big fan of the show, he's a subscriber, so there's a good reason to subscribe to the show. Do that. Come see me down at these shows, and we can get you on this show with me. Don't be afraid, man. I ain't gonna bite. Especially if you walk over to me with a nice cold beer. You know, I'm not like JD. I don't drink that dog shit. Alright, so don't come at me with these Guinness and these stouts and whatever. You know, that's not me. I'm an old man, and I like my old-fashioned stuff. I like a nice old-fashioned. You know what I mean? Give me an old-fashioned. I'm alright with that. Give me a nice Bud Light. I will be just fine with that. I don't want anything laying too heavy on my stomach. You can offer me that. I will be very gracious and accept. I'll give you guys a picture, an autograph if you feel it necessary. I don't feel it necessary. I ain't nobody. I'm just having a great time, just as you should. Let's stop horse-shitting around. Horse-shitting? What the hell kind of a phrase is that? Whatever. Let's bring it on home, and let's get to this card. We got some great matches coming in at Kicking It Old School. We got Juventud Guerrera going to take the ring. Also, not just going to be there to collect cash and take pictures. He is going to wrestle House of Glory's resident Lucha standout Montequilla. I love Montequilla, man. Monte is freaking great. His athleticism is top-notch. His costume is fantastic. His love for South Park makes me love him even more. Hence the name Montequilla. Butters. Duh, in case you didn't know that by now. If you're going to House of Glory and you've been a fan like me and you don't know that by now, shame on you guys. You should have figured that out. Especially if you are Hispanic. You should have figured it out. Why is he calling himself Montequilla? Come on. It's absolutely fantastic. This match is going to be great. I can't wait to see what they're going to do. Probably a lot of flippy stuff, and I'm alright with that, especially at an independent show. We're going to have Evander James defending the Crown Jewel Championship against a debuting talent absolutely new to me. I have no idea who he is. No disrespect meant by that. Supposedly, he's a fantastic high flyer. His name is ACH. I am not familiar with him in the least. I look forward to seeing what he brings to the table. Evander James is a fantastic opponent for anybody to get into the ring with. He's the Crown Jewel Champion for a reason. He may be a little wormy. He may be a little slimy. He may have that fat bastard Matthew Ryan Shapiro by his side, but his athleticism, again, cannot be denied. These guys are some of the best talents in the whole entire world. Evander James is not an easy win by any means, and ACH has got a tough task ahead of him if he wants to take down the Crown Jewel Champion. I don't know if the championship's on the line. I mean, this guy's just coming in. It is possible. You know, I got to look a little bit deeper into that, but don't be surprised if this guy comes in and takes that championship right from Evander James, if that happens to be the case. But I also very highly doubt that that little shit Shapiro will allow that to happen. I'm sure he will get himself involved, as he usually does. And then we have a fantastic women's matchup. The Queen of House of Glory, Sonya Strong, is going to take on LAX's own resident Latina, Diamante. And it's going to be a great match. Diamante is fantastic. If you have not seen her on Impact and in the group LAX, she's great. I love her in-ring work. I think she's going to be a great opponent for Sonya. Sonya has been putting on, let me tell you something, some of the absolute best women's matches I have seen, period. Alright, this is an independent show. She's not known as well as she should be, but even compared to what we're watching on Mondays and Tuesdays and Sundays at the pay-per-view, she can hang, she can bang way better than a lot of the girls that are getting their due right now. She's been in there with Mia Yim. Fantastic match. Su Yung. Fantastic match. The list could keep going on. Every time I seen her in the ring with that filthy trash bag bottom feeding little Spanish Stephanie wannabe who stole the House of Glory championship that was supposed to go to Sonya Strong. All of those matches were great. The street fight was great. Every single thing that she has done all year long has just been some of the best woman stuff you'll see. She's tough, man. She's tough, and she's just absolutely great in the ring. I cannot wait to see them throw down. It's going to be a fantastic match for the women once again in House of Glory. Nice feature 6-man tag team action, and this is how you do it. It's called Faction Warfare, and we are going to have LAX taking on the House of Gangone. And let me pull this down here just for a second, because yeah, I love me some LAX, but I need you guys to know that we are loyal to the house, no matter what. I will be wearing this mask as I am front row. Sorry, Santana. Sorry, Ortiz, my Latino brothers. I love you guys. But the house, man, you can't be beat. Juba is part of this House of Gangone. One day I might save Juba from the clutches of Mr. Gangone if I have my way, and he will become part of the Nightmare Machine, which is something that we're working on for House of Glory, but we'll see where that goes. You know what? We're going to leave him here. This way we don't derail the show too much. If he falls, he falls. Get over it before it even happens. But we are going to have Homicide, Ortiz, and Santana versus Anthony Gangone, Juba, and Smiley. This is going to be a hard-hitting, very hard-fought matchup. Gangone has been on some sort of a very weird downward momentum. So everything that happens to him is like magnified by 100. And he's really, really intense right now. And he's really, really angry. And you can't really blame him. He's lost everything that he earned all throughout the beginning of the year. He was a dual champion. And now he hasn't even had a championship match. So the man's being frustrated to no end. And the House of Gangone has been on a tear lately. Attacking crew, attacking, just people in the stands. It's going to be great to see this go down. Homicide, Ortiz, Santana, LAX, they don't play games. And they don't come to fuck around, and they don't give a shit about Smiley's mask. They don't give a shit about Gangone and his mask. All they give a shit about is punching faces and getting their hands on the House of Glory Tag Team Championship. So this is going to be a fantastic match. Those are the matches that I am aware of as of this recording right now. If anything else drops later today, we missed it. But we will see it live tomorrow night. But probably the most important moment that's going to happen tonight is House of Glory's own Amazing Red is going to address the House of Glory audience. That is what he is booked to do. He's not having a match. He's had a match at each of the last, I want to say, 4 or 5 events. He's been carrying the company all year as the champion. And I'm a little bit scared. A little bit scared of this announcement because what I don't want to hear is that nobody wants to hear that he's retiring. Obviously his health could be an issue and nobody wants anybody to hurt themselves or, you need to take care of your body first and foremost. But, my hope is that he's not walking away for any negative reason. And that perhaps maybe he's finally gotten his opportunity to shine. Maybe he's getting a chance to be in the WWE. Maybe he's going to NXT. Maybe he's got an offer even just for a job down there. Maybe not to be a superstar. Maybe he's going to train the guys down at Full Sail, which would absolutely be a 100% genius move by Triple H. You see what we have in House of Glory. It all starts with Red. So if Red's going to walk away, for whatever reason it is, hopefully, like I said, a positive thing. Maybe that call-up that's eluded him all this time. Maybe not. Maybe he's just going to be done wrestling and he's going to focus on taking House of Glory to the next level, which that will be fine with me too. And who am I? Not like I'm going to make a difference. Like, I'm not okay with it, Red. You can't go. That's not how I'm coming at it. I'm just saying, it would not hurt me to see him do those particular things. If it's anything other than that, if he's walking away totally and he's not going to be, around in House of Glory anymore, or maybe he has to pull his role back for some reason. Hopefully there's no personal issue or no health indication, negative health indication that will cause him to make this announcement. Now, if you were at the last event last month, you will know that after the Amazing Red defeated Low Key in an absolutely breathtaking match to close out that last show, he left the belt in the ring and walked out. And I was already confused, as many of you who witnessed it were. I was already worried. But, and the way he's been tweeting on social media, saying things to the effect of, I don't want to do this on here. You know, the fans deserve better from me and things like that. And this announcement's going to be big. It's going to mean something, and I'm nervous. I'm very nervous. Hopefully, like I said, it's all positive vibes because the man deserves nothing but the best. He's an absolute gem of a person. He's just one of the best guys you'll ever meet. He's genuine. He's open. He's warm. I went for the interview to try to get a job in the graphics department or whatever they were interviewing for, internship for House of Glory, and he spent the whole night. You know, before he was training with Sonya and a bunch of the other talent there, he spent about an hour just sitting down talking to us. A bunch of fans. You know, just to make sure that we felt like we got our money's worth. Meanwhile, we didn't spend more than some gas money to get down there. Like, he just wanted to make sure that we were entertained and that we weren't getting or feeling gypped in the experience. I would have been good enough just watching these guys wrestling in the ring. But he took it upon himself to sit there and interact with each one of us, and he was very giving of his advice and his time, and that's the kind of person he is. So I don't want to see anything bad happen to the Amazing Red. I have been watching him for the last maybe 12 years. I remember the first time I ever seen him come into TNA, when TNA was actually good, with his red do-rag and his cornrows and his crazy outfit. Some of the best shit you'll probably never see unless you're going to watch the Twitch TNA stream, which, you know, is hit or miss depending on the day. But this show is going to be great. Hopefully that doesn't bring us down too much and we could enjoy the rest of the night. I hope all of my New York subscribers, all of my New York viewers that are watching right now, each and every one of you that are doing absolutely nothing tomorrow, come to this show. It's in the hub of Jamaica Queens. You can get there very easily. The Long Island Railroad is there. It's the Jamaica Terminal. You can get there very easily. There's all kinds of public transportation. All you got to do is Google Map it. If you're a lazy bastard, you could Uber it. Or if you're a licensed driver, I'll see you down there. Park your car. It's not that hard. There's plenty of spots around. You might have to circle a little bit. But get your ass to this show, and I want to see you there. Make sure you come up to me and say hello. I promise Thor will not be with me, so I'm not going to be hitting people with the hammer tomorrow night. Do not be afraid of that. Thank you guys so much for being here for this little bit of House of Glory stuff, and I don't give a shit about the numbers. All I hope is that the House of Glory fans, just like me, take a look at this and come along onto this show and become fans of Sledgehammer TV. Like I said, we are one big happy wrestling family, and if we're all going to House of Glory, why not just be one big awesome crew? You know what I mean? So get your ass down there and hit that thumbs up right now. Share this video with everybody else that you know that watches House of Glory, and then subscribe and urge them to subscribe too. And if you love this show enough, before WrestleMania is over, get your hands on the shirt, and then we could all wear it to House of Glory together and take a group photo. How great would that be, right? Any of you social media heads that are all like, oh yeah, let's take the picture from up here. This way we look good, right? I'm sorry. Let's get out of here. I'm Nick Nightmare. This is Blue the Snowball Microphone, the World Heavyweight Champion of Microphones, Thor the Wrestling God of Thunder, on a show of champions, gods, and legends. This is the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show. That is going to do it, and we are out of here, and we will see you next time right here on Sledgehammer TV.